Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Traveling with Bruce. I'm your host. I'm Bruce. Welcome to the show, Traveling with Bruce from Creston, British Columbia, in Canada. Right between a burp there. Good timing, Bruce. Welcome to the Monday night hangout show, the big show, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Nice to have you here. We love talking about cruise ships and travel news and what's going on out there. And if you've got any questions about cruising or whatever, let me know. I'll do what I can to answer the question for you. If I can answer it, great. If I can't, maybe one of my viewers will have the answer. There are viewers watching this show every Monday night from around the world. You are talking to people. If you're in the USA, you're talking to me in Canada. We have Canadians, Americans, Aussies. Sometimes we get Kiwis here from New Zealand. Folks from Asia pop in from time to time. Certainly the UK and Ireland and Europe, the Caribbean. Oh, man, have I got fans. I got followers to the Caribbean. I love you guys down there. We're thinking about you all the time. And well, I just want to say hi and welcome all of you to TWB on a Monday night, Monday, January the 11th, 2021. Since last Monday to this Monday, nothing going on, absolutely nothing happening anywhere. It's been a boring 7 days, just kind of hanging out and, just breakfast in the morning, lunch in the afternoon, riot in the evening. Nothing going on. It's just quiet times. It's all good. Everyone's getting along with everybody. What can I say? Of course, I'm kidding. It's been goofy, but I tell you, television has never been more entertaining. I got to tell you that, the folks on the networks are doing everything they can to compete with YouTube to get your attention, to not watch YouTube videos, watch what's happening elsewhere. But what can I say? Some folks just want to get out and get into the fresh air and take an energetic walk, go up steps, go see things they've never seen before, like the inside of Congress. What are you going to do? You got to let folks get out there and experience the world firsthand. What can I tell you? Anyway, here in Creston, it's pretty quiet. Jennifer and I are hanging out. My Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife and I, we are just chilling. And she's in a little bit of mourning today. Just a little bit of, it's been a little quiet around the house since last night's debacle in Pittsburgh, where the blessed Steelers did not deliver the goods at all. And although they did outscore the Browns after the first quarter, they did outscore them for the rest of the game. The problem was those first 15 minutes just...
But you went to the kitchen. It was your fault.
I went to the kitchen right after kickoff. I said to Jen, I said, hey, I got to get some more diet caffeine Coke to drink. Would you like something to drink? She said, I'd like a little bit of water, please. So I'm pouring the water and I hear, oh, geez. And
that's what you heard.
I turned around and it was pretty ugly. Already 7-0 Cleveland. I was just getting water. I was just getting
It was 14-0 when you came back.
When I came back, it was 14-0. I hadn't even gotten comfortable yet. I thought what I might need to do as soon as it was 14-0. I thought what I would need to do is get some padding on, like some like a helmet and some shoulder pads, just as a self-protection measure, because someone was going to react, in a not too cool way. But she was calm. She just calmly stewed on the couch as it just.
Was quick and deep.
It was kind of like ripping a Band-Aid off. It was just like, yeah, and it was all over.
Ripping a leg off.
Well, like ripping a leg off, she says. She was not happy. And so today is a day of reflection, contemplation, wonderment of just what is happening, what should I do with my life? But in any event, I can't. There's only.
Team gonna look like?
What's her team going to look like next year? That's the question now. Did we see Ben's last ever game as a Steeler? Is he going to retire? I mean, we don't know. Yeah, there's all kind. Thanks, Bo. Your fault. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Thanks for the support. I can count on my viewers to back me up.
You went to the kitchen.
How could you go to the kitchen? How could you leave the couch and go? I will say this, that in the first half, Jennifer was not wearing her Pittsburgh Steeler Roethlisberger jersey. And she didn't even try to put on her Palomalo jersey to kind of bring back vibes. Like, so, like, I don't know what to say. That's all I can tell you, folks. Anyway, I'm trying to sound innocent here, doing the best I can with what little I have. Oh, it's one of those times. It's been a crazy year. Pandemic, and the Steelers went 11-0, and then they went 1-6, I think, after that.
Shut up.
There you go. Right there. Did you hear that? So she has a voice. Oh, don't worry about that. She's not a quiet little thing. Oh no, she lets her thoughts be known. Yes, I'm not very happy whatsoever. Sharon says, Jennifer's much more ladylike than I am. I've been using way saltier language during a game like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm just giving you the PG rated version, because I'm live on the air right now. We're just on the air, we're just trying to, oh my, oh, that's why she doesn't go live. I can't have her on the air because I can't afford the censures and, I can't afford that.
I don't sprinkle profanities. I smear it all.
She smears the profanities. She doesn't sprinkle them. It's what can I say? It's my fault. That's the bottom line. Just Bruce, just deal with it. Just accept it, that it's you that caused the problem, and all will be fine. All is well if you just allow you to be the one to take the hit. No problem at all. So there you go. Welcome to today's show. Here in Creston, we're hitting about 37 degrees. We're going up to 39 tonight. We're getting snow anytime now. The weatherman, it's dark, I can't tell anymore, but the weatherman said it's going to snow tonight, a wet snow. Tomorrow, high in the 40s, so it'll turn into rain. So we're getting a lot of precipitation, so we're not dealing with dust storms up here. But it's not terribly cold. We're doing quite well. The weather could be so much worse, but it isn't. We'll take that for as long as the Mother Nature wants to give it to us. I'm warmer here in Creston, north of the Canadian border. I'm warmer here than in Texas right now. Warmer than Kentucky. Warmer than parts of Georgia. It's unbelievable. It's just insane to me how you got snow just outside of Houston. What the heck is going on down there? There's some weird stuff going on, to say the least. Anyway, I can't help it. I didn't. It's not my fault. I'm telling you, it's not my fault. I just went to get a glass of water. In news today, in cruise news today, the folks at Carnival were the showcase today. They tried to come out with what they called good news. They only lost $2.2 billion in 3 months, September, October, November of 2020. They only lost $2.2 billion bucks. They've raised $19 billion since last March. That's how much money they have accumulated to deal with this shutdown. They say they have $9.5 billion lying around. I know they've lost $10 billion since last March. They've lost that much. They are going to lose another $2+ billion for December, January, and February, this quarter we're in now. They're definitely losing that much more. They will probably lose that much for March, April, and May, because they're not going to be sailing in March, April, or May. Not that I can see. And then the question is June, July, August. What's going to happen for those 3 months? And The way that vaccine rollout is going right now in Canada, the USA, Great Britain, Germany, France, as hard as health workers are working to try to get the vaccines out, there's only so many vaccines available, so many shots, and the numbers are 1, 2, 3% only of the population. I just have this gut vibe that it's going to take until late fall into next winter before half to 3/4 of us have got the vaccine. I think it's going to take that long. So I don't see cruising through the summer. I don't see cruising next fall. Maybe next October, November, December. Maybe then the first of the cruise ships might start up. I don't know. We're waiting for the 21st of January. At least I am. I'm waiting for the 21st of January, the day after Biden is inaugurated, because the appointments will be made. The people to run the CDC, the cabinet positions for the health of the, all the health and the human services and all that. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for a donation on PayPal. I just saw that come in here. Great. Those appointments will be made right after Biden is sworn in. And the first order of business that I think the CDC will enact, I think, will be a no sale order. And that will start the 21st of January or 22nd or whatever day that they can, start it off. They'll enact it as soon as they can. And they might put in a 3 to 6 month no sale order right off the bat, just right now, just to take that Band-Aid off. Yeah. And just say no cruising until September 1, just right now. And that would add a lot of clarity to the scenario. Clarity. It will tell all travelers, forget about it. Forget Alaska for 2021. Forget New England. Forget the Caribbean. There will be no cruising until at least September. And even then, it's tentative. But until they take over, we don't know. Because right now, between now and then, nothing is happening as far as direction. Nothing is happening. Unfortunately, for those of you who want to go on a Cuba cruise, the hope was that Biden would come in and then he would reestablish travel between the U.S. and Cuba in maybe February or March. And then maybe next summer or fall, the Cuba cruises can begin again. Very popular. You can forget about that because today, I believe the Trump administration put Cuba on a terrorism watch list. Who knew? Who knew that the communist country of Cuba wanted to cause harm to the United States by invading the America? I don't know. And so that's going to delay the reinstatement of U.S.-Cuba relations for a good year or two. This is a long-term dagger in the back of the Democrats and the Cubans. And I don't know. It just is what it is. Is it the right thing to do? The wrong thing to do? It's certainly, I think, political. Certainly going to tie Biden's hands to be able to set up cruising again. And so the cruise lines are they've lost a market for years. They have lost this market for a long, long time. And I personally don't have any problems with Cuban people. I don't think most Americans have an issue with Cuban citizens. But there are politicians who have had a field day since the 60s running on re-election campaigns, blaming all the problems in Florida and Little Havana in Miami on Cuba. And they get re-elected by these people. There are professional politicians who do very well blaming other nations for domestic issues, and they get reelected and reelected and reelected, and they don't have to have a day job. They just become politicians for life. And we've got these folks in the White House for another 10 days running the show until Biden is sworn in. But that's the way it is. How that'll go, I don't know. Other news on Carnival's front, though. As I said before, they raised $19 billion. They've lost at least 10 since last year. They're going to retire 4 more cruise ships from their fleet. Now, this is not the Carnival brand only. I'm talking about 4 ships could be retired out of any of the 9 cruise lines that they run and operate. So it could be another Costa ship, could be another Holland America, although I doubt. A Princess ship, maybe. P&O in the UK, P&O Australia, Seabourn, Cunard, whichever one. But it could be 4 ships from Carnival. We have to wait it out and see what they're going to do. I will say that Carnival was successful in selling some of their ships. Of the 15 or so they've retired, or whatever that number was, they sold some of them. But now I'm told, and I'm beginning to hear, that some of those sales are not going to end up in sales at all. They're going to end up with scrappage. So some ships are going to be sold to another cruise line, and they would cruise again somewhere else. Not going to happen. These ships are going to end up in a scrapyard as these weeks and months keep going on. We're now talking, like I said, if we're talking until September before we see cruising, we've got another 8 months of time for some of these ships. They're all going to age by 8 months. Every ship will get 8 months older. So the 25 and 26 and 27-year-old ships that were going to come back might not come back because they're just too far down the line to even bother to bring in. Now, I also heard this afternoon that Carnival announced a delay in taking delivery of a number of their ships that they were supposed to get in 2021. They have delayed the receipt of any more ships into 2022 and perhaps even further back. So they are delaying and holding off getting more cruise ships into inventory, because right now the P&O Iona, which was delivered months ago, is in, I believe, the UK. It's not sailing with a paying passenger, obviously. The Mardi Gras just delivered a month and a half ago. It's not going to be sailing with any paying passengers. But Carnival is keeping that ship fueled and running, the electronics going, the plumbing going, staff on board. I'm sure the Mardi Gras is costing Carnival $5 to $7 million a month to keep floating. So they got to get rid of 4 more ships. They've got to cut 4 more ships, stop the bleeding on those, and then transfer the bleeding over to these new ships, because that's all it is. They're still going to lose between $500 and $600 a month. The word is closer to $600 a month for the next year, or for every month they're not sailing with passengers. So that's right up until, my thinking is, September or beyond. When they do start sailing in September, if it happens then, they'll only start with a few ships. And then every month they'll add a few more. It's going to take 6 months to a year to be fully up and fully operational again as an operating cruise line. And that tells me that's telling me that the 600 million might be a 500 million loss, and a 450, then a 400 million, and a $350 million loss the next month. It'll be a year of losses, declining losses, until they break even and then slowly turn a profit. But they've got much higher expenses now than before, because they've got all these interest payments they got to pay. They haven't finished raising money. They're going to raise more cash. They don't have enough to be on the safe side. They're going to need another 2 or 3 billion, and I think it's coming from stock sales. Hence why I keep thinking the shares of Carnival will go down before they go up in any meaningful way. But we shall see. The company announced today at Carnival that their bookings were up. They said that their 2021, 2022 bookings were up over the 2020 numbers. Well, it all depends how you want to read the numbers. If I were a corporate spokesperson for Carnival, I would be saying exactly this, that bookings are up. But I would be using the percentage number. I'd be saying stuff like, we're up 7% in bookings over last year. But what I would fail to mention is that the reason that they're up in bookings is because of all the cancellations they've had to make the last year, and the cancellations they're making now going forward. They've got, 10 million people they've got to honor their cruises with new cruises. Well, of course, they're fully booked up. Yeah, they're going to be booked up for the first 2 years that they start sailing again, because by the time they start sailing, they're going to have close to 20 million cruise credits they have to honor. So yeah, of course you're booked up, but the money in the bank account isn't going to be there for a while. It's going to be a long time before this cruise company gets anywhere near to breaking even. How they're going to get their crew on board, I don't know. Right now, they can't get their crews on board the ships. They have ships sitting off the coast of Florida, masses of them, just bunches of ships sitting in international waters between the Bahamas and the U.S. The ships are just sitting there idling by, and they can't get crews there. Because the only way you can get a crew member on a cruise ship is if you fly them into a country that will allow a commercial or a charter flight from the country they're coming from. So if you want to bring in Filipino crew members onto Carnival cruise ships, you might have to fly them into Barbados, Bridgetown, Barbados, under special permission. And then from there, you send Carnival ships to Barbados, and they get off the plane, get on a bus, go right to the port, get on the ship, and then that evening get the ship offshore, so that they were in Barbados for 3 hours. That's it. And a plane load, like a 747 lands, maybe 5 in 3 hours or 2 hours, and you just transfer them onto the ships, every plane load that comes in, get the ship filled up, get it out of here, send it up to Bahamas, and put the crew in the cabins, all the cabins you have on board the ship. When you get the ship to the Bahamas, then each crew member will be notified, okay, you're going on this ship, you're going on that ship, and the vessel will come in surrounded by 8 Carnival ships. The tenders will be lowered. The crews will get on their assigned tenders, the lifeboats, send them off to one of the 9 ships, and that's how you staff up a ship. And I can see several of these Carnival ships going to Barbados, and over a week or two, picking up plane load after plane load after plane load of crew from Indonesia, from India, from Sri Lanka, from God knows where, on charter planes, and then get them to their ships, day after day. It'll take weeks. It's going to take weeks. I don't know if Carnival will send 4 or 5 ships to the Philippines and pick up 3,000 crew per ship. So will they pick up 15,000 crew, Filipino crew, from Manila, sail the ship all the way past India, through the Suez Canal, or under Africa, all the way up to the Caribbean, and then drop them off to their ships offshore and get them on there? And the vaccination program, I have no idea how that's going to work. I don't know what Carnival's going to do to get their crews vaccinated. I'm just talking Carnival. What about Royal Caribbean? What about Norwegian? What about MSC? What about all the other cruise lines that are out there? There is no plan yet. There's no approved plan. There's no way you can use the United States of America as your place to get crew to your ships. Not happening. CDC is not allowing any crew transfers from Miami International Airport to a cruise ship. Nothing like that's going to happen. I have no idea how this is going to go down. Will there need to be a 2-week quarantine? Will there need to be a vaccine and testing and a quarantine? I have no idea. This is a black hole of uncertainty that the cruise lines are dealing with right now. And yet the shares of Carnival, I think they dropped 33 cents in price today. That's all they dropped. They announced a $2.2 billion loss. They're offloading 4 cruise ships, again, additionally, that weren't expected to be dumped off. They're going to be 20% smaller when they start sailing, whenever they do. They've delayed delivery of a bunch of their ships, and the stock dropped 33 cents. The market doesn't care. The stock market doesn't care. Doesn't mind it a bit. It's incredible to me. I think a year or two ago, if the chairman of Carnival sneezed over a conference call, the stock would have dropped $1 because they would have thought he's dying. Now, they don't care. Investors just don't care. The shares of Royal Caribbean aren't dropping. Norwegian aren't dropping much. They're just kind of hanging around. These cruise lines, I can tell you, between now and September, they will collectively lose another $10 billion. They will borrow collectively. They will raise, let's say, they won't borrow. They will raise $6 billion more in fresh cash to hang around. Most of that will come from the selling of stock, which will dilute existing shareholders to no end. And the shares aren't dropping in anticipation of that. It's a bizarro world in which we live. A complete bizarro world. I can't account for it. I can't explain it, except to say there's way more money going into the stock market than wants to come out. And so as long as that pattern is going to continue, there's not enough stock to sell. There's not enough stock. So the cruise lines, they've been trying to accommodate the market by, you want stock? Here's $1 billion of stock. Buy this. Elon Musk at Tesla is going, you want stock? Here's $5 billion in stock. Here, buy it off of us. We'll put the money in our bank account. Tesla has 28 billion cash now, 30 billion cash, of which 15 has been raised from the markets. The markets are just dying to give Tesla cash. And so that's what they're doing. I recommend that Carnival, Norwegian, Royal Caribbean raise $1 billion a month. Every month they want to give it to you. Take the money and just bank it. And if you don't need it, if you each have 5 billion more you don't need by the time you start sailing, then pay off loans early, buy back your debt. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Take the cash, because I can tell you folks, at these prices that they're trading at, these shares are trading at, they're not worth it. And the first year that Carnival will make money as a company will likely be 2024, 2025. That's when they'll start making money again. The best year Carnival had was a $3 billion profit as a corporation. They made $3 billion, I think, in 19 and 18, roughly just under $3 billion they made. They've lost $10 billion since March. They've lost 3 1/3 years of profits in 9.5 months. They're going to lose another $5 billion. They're going to have a $15 billion loss before they stop the loss. It might go beyond that. It might go to $17 billion before they stop losing money. That's 6 years of profits. Gone. Stock is still too high. Carnival stock right now, $10 a share at best. That's what it's worth. It's trading at 25. Is that right? Royal Caribbean trading at 71, 72. It's worth 15, $20 a share. That's it. They're not making any money until 2024, 2025. They won't make any money. Investors don't care. Okay. All right. I don't own any shares. I'm not long shares. I'm not short shares. I'm an observer. And from the cheap seats, I'm going, you guys have got to be crazy buying this stuff. Why don't you buy bank stocks? You want to buy a stock that's going to make money? Buy Bank of America. Buy Goldman Sachs. It's boring, but they make money, and they will always make money. Cruise lines aren't making money. Airlines, you own airline stock, you are asking for it. You are asking to lose money. They're not going to make money for an awful long time either. It looks bad. Hotel stocks, doesn't look good for another year or two. But what could, it's just me. I'm just a guy in Creston, British Columbia, looking out here to see what's going on. I think that kind of covers the big news today from Carnival. Oh, one more thing I'll mention from Carnival. They did say this, and I'm glad they mentioned it. They talked about the fact that they had a data breach for 2 of their cruise lines. I think it was Holland America and Princess, or Holland America Carnival. 2 of the cruise lines were hacked. And the story is it's ransomware hacked. We don't know how much they're asking for. We don't know how bad it is. We don't know how deep it is. But the rumors are, and from some of the sources out there that follow this kind of stuff, reports are that information about passengers and employees was accessed by ne'er-do-wells. The kind of information we're talking about, if you're a customer of Carnival, of any of the cruise lines they own, the 9 different cruise lines, or or an employee, the information that may have been hacked could have been your name, your address, your phone number, your passport information, health information, emergency contacts that you provide the cruise line in case something happens to you when you're on a cruise. They know who to contact. Their information might be hacked. Driver's license info is possible if you've transferred it over there, and your credit card info, because you paid with your credit card. Likely you made a deposit using a credit card or a debit card. All of this information is possibly hacked from Carnival and or Holland America, and is being held for ransom. Now, what I wonder about is if Carnival doesn't pay, or Carnival just sends the feds after these guys instead. By the time the feds catch these guys, if they ever catch them, this information will be resold to interested parties. And there are thousands of interested parties all over the world that would love to get information about cruisers. Because if you're going on a cruise and you can afford to send a deposit to a cruise line, you're unlikely to be destitute. You're unlikely to be living in a cardboard box under a bridge of an expressway somewhere. You're likely someone that has a credit card, that is maybe owns real estate. You might have a car, and you might have money in the bank. And these are the kind of folks that these hackers would love to get their hands on for ransomware for you. They might have been able to already get your password into the cruise line website that you used to book your cruise, and now they're going to figure out your passwords. And this is entirely possible. Of course, this is not a cruise problem issue, just a cruise problem. This is an issue no matter who we deal with on the internet. How many times have we heard stories on our televisions from CNN or anybody else about a corporation got hacked, this company got hacked, this credit agency got hacked, this bank got hacked, this credit card company got hacked, and millions of people's information has been stolen. There have been countless tales of woe of people who've had money disappear from their bank accounts, credit card charges showing up from who knows where, boxes arriving at people's houses. I didn't order this stuff from Amazon. What's this stuff? Countless problems. Welcome to the 21st century, I suppose. Anyway, Carnival admitted that they have had 2 of their cruise lines breached and that they're working on it, but they don't think it's going to interfere with their business very much. Yeah, well, cruise lines business isn't being breached at all. They're just sitting in the water waiting for the permission to start sailing with paying customers. The person that's being hurt are the customers of the cruise line, so potential passengers who could find out that there are all kinds of issues with their personal information online. So anyway, I just want to bring that all up today for news of the day. I did do a video on Saturday talking about the Norwegian Escape cruise ship. The Norwegian Escape had a little brush with a pier in Rome, apparently. By the way, cheers to all of you from TWB here in Creston, British Columbia. I will send my best wishes to all of you. I guess the Norwegian Escape was involved in an incident in the cruise port near the city of Rome, the one I can't pronounce. It starts with a C, and a whole 100-foot long section of the side of the ship had a pretty good gash, scrape line right across. The ship has been sent to Genoa in Italy, and it's being repaired there, apparently. If you're going to send a cruise ship anywhere for repairs, Genoa is not a bad place to send a cruise ship. There are all kinds of professionals living in that area that are experts in repairs to all kinds of vessels, marine vessels, including cruise ships. So I'm sure that the folks in Genoa will get it repaired. They'll patch it up, repaint it. It'll be fine. But I made a video on this on Saturday when I heard the news. I was able to post a photo of the ship's damage. So if you check out my video after the show, you'll see the damage caused to the ship. It was a nice long gash. Not pretty at all. It must have been pretty entertaining on board on the bridge of that ship. Was the pilot from the port involved with this incident? Was it a tugboat problem? Was it a propulsion problem? Were there heavy winds at that day in that area? Nobody knows. The cruise line is not talking about it. Go figure. Kind of like Carnival. They don't want to talk about the breach of your data. They're not talking about it, but it happened. Anyway, so what can I say? If you check out the video, do me a favor. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. If you want to write a comment about it, thank you. If you know any more info about that whole incident, let me know. Would love to find out about it. Unfortunately, there weren't 4,000 people on board the ship at the time to record it for us so that we could see the video. That's the problem with no passengers on cruise ships. We don't have these extra pair of eyes out there to see what's going on board the cruises, and so we're kind of getting information slowly but surely in pieces and dribs and drabs. Anyway, there you go. Anyway, thank you for being here today. Nice to see you all here. Appreciate you following my channel. Those of you making donations through PayPal, thank you again from me. Thank you very much. The channel, let me say hi to a few folks who are saying hi to me. This guy is a Zen master when it comes to cruising. Well, thank you, JM. I appreciate that. Dan Massey, good evening. Bruce from Hamilton. Jack Wise, greetings from Conroe, Texas. 37 Fahrenheit with a forecast low of 28. That's colder than I am. I am 2,000 miles north of Jack Wise. He's just outside of Houston. Unbelievable. Ken Kachura, hello all from Saginaw, Michigan. It's 27 degrees and we may get freezing drizzle. Gas prices jumped to $2.40 today. We signed up to get appointments for the vaccine in the future. Way to go, guys. Fantastic. Tim Bowman back again for more TWB from West Seattle and sending Bruce more rain. Going to be watching the national championship football game with TWB in the background. Right on, guys. Kirk Brunson. Hey, Bruce. Kirk from the Big Apple is in the house as always. Great sponsor member Hangout Show. Thank you, Kirk, for being here. Those of you who don't know, I do have a join button that if you want to press, you can become a member of this channel. You become a sponsor member of TWB, and you get to join me twice a week for a live show Monday nights, 7 o'clock Eastern, and Fridays at 3 Eastern time, just for sponsor members. On Friday show, we play trivia as well. It's my way of thanking you for the 33-cent a day commitment that you are making to this channel to keep me on the air. I very much appreciate it. We're up to 63 sponsor members, and I thank each and every one of you for doing that. I have a number of sponsor members who never watch a sponsor member show. They just make the donation every month and are just happy to help out. I do appreciate that. Those of you who are actively watching those two shows, I love you guys. You get to use special emojis on these telecasts. Occasionally, I'll make a video just for sponsor members, and we go live twice a week just for sponsor members. That's my thank you to all of you. And the rest of you out there who are following me, thank you for watching my ads. Thank you for giving me thumbs ups on these live shows and my regular videos. Just watching my videos. I love you guys for it. I really appreciate it very, very, very much. What was I going to say? I had something else in mind. I was going to talk to you about the sponsor members, and there was something else I was going to bring up, and at the moment it has just left me like, whew, it just Just went away. Anyway, might come back later. Jeannie, hi everybody. Bill and Jeannie are watching. Thank you guys. Jack, if you're not a TWB sponsor, you don't know what fun you're missing. Why not try it for a month? There you go. TWB members are helping me out. Hi, Bruce. Long time no see. Sharon, welcome back. Robert, good evening, Bruce. I hear on the Boston radio stations ads for NCL. Do you still like GameStop? Yes, I do. I do like GameStop. GameStop is a stock that I've been recommending people take a good look at on my stock market channel. That stock was about $5 a share when I started talking about them last July. They're now about $19 a share, but $20 a share. They are the most shorted stock in any stock market. There are more shares shorted on GameStop than exist. The shares are going to go much, much higher. There's a new investor that now owns 13.8% of the company. He's been buying up stock like crazy. He's just been made a member of the board of directors with 2 of his associates. There are 3 members from this large shareholders that are now on the board, and I think they're going to buy even more stock. This stock is going much higher. These 3 guys did not become members of the board of directors of GameStop because the stock went to $19 a share. This is only the beginning. Apparently, 38% of all sales of GameStop merchandise is now online. And that is up over 300% in a year. It's surging with online sales. The 3 guys that have joined up used to run a company called Chewy, a pet store, online pet store outfit that was picked up by PetStop. And they are experts at online selling. Watch out for GameStop. GME. Hi, Bruce. Andrew is saying hi to me. Max, although we can't cruise now, we can still think about it and anticipate it. You got it, buddy. KK, hey, Bruce, in Aussie land. Welcome, KK21 from Australia. Noah Lemon, hey, Bruce, excited for the stream tonight. Thank you, Noah, for being here. Mermaid C is in the house. How you doing tonight? Sean, hey, Bruce, how you doing tonight? Fred B, Sylvia, welcome Sylvia to the show. Fred B, hi Bruce, love little Christmas ornaments. We'll use them next year. I'm glad you got them. Mermaid, say hi from your favorite subscriber. Marcelo, hello from Monterrey, Mexico. Welcome, Marcelo, from beautiful Monterrey. Nice to have you here tonight. Space Force Cooks, thumbs up, Bruce. Thank you for being here. That car guy in the house. Well, the Marco Polo and Grand Celebration have arrived and are soon to be beached in India. That's what's happening. Jason Alexander, hello from Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada. Welcome, Jason, to the show. Nice to have you here tonight, buddy. Sylvia, I thought the borders were closed between Canada and the U.S., but I just read Canadians are hopping on helicopters, going across the border, shipping their cars and driving to Florida. Oh, it's more interesting than that. Yes. What's been happening in Canada is you can't drive across the border yourself. You can't drive personally for pleasure. However, you can hire a transport company to take your car over the border, or you can hire a company to take your RV over the border. And then wherever you send it, you then fly there, either on a commercial flight or a private flight, or you use the transport company that is now conveniently offered in the case of Montreal and out of Toronto. You can take a helicopter, private helicopter, hop over the Great Lakes into New York State and meet up your car there. And now you're in the United States and enjoy yourself in the USA, because in the USA, you can go anywhere without restriction. The catch is when you come back, you have to quarantine for 2 weeks. You can drive back into Canada, but you have to quarantine yourself for 2 weeks. So folks are taking their RVs and getting them shipped over. They're flying over to catch up to their RVs. They're heading to their nearest Costco to load up on food, going to the nearest Safeway or Albertsons and getting whatever they need, heading to Florida, heading to Texas, heading to Arizona, heading to California, and spending the winter in America. That is exactly what's happening. That's an end around that people are doing. It's expensive, but they're doing it. Keith, hi, Bruce. How'd that hockey game go the other night? Steelers cost me some money. That hockey game the other night, the Americans beat the Canadians in the World Junior Championship. I mentioned that last week, I thought. Congratulations to the Americans. They did an excellent job of absolutely shutting down the Canadian game with a good checking game. and they won it. I think it was 2-0. Well done, America. Beau Bergeron, all your fault. The Steelers, it's all my fault. Mr. Darkhawk, 72. How you doing, man? Hi, Bruce. Insert witty comment here. I haven't seen you in a long time. Welcome back, buddy. Nice to have you here. SLGC Mets, Jennifer Sharon is saying Jennifer's much more ladylike than I am. I've been using way saltier language. I hear you, Terry. Hey, Bruce called Royal Caribbean today. Apparently, my next cruise certificate will expire March the 7th, 2021. If I don't book by then, I will lose my deposit. Riku, early morning from Finland, everybody. Welcome, Riku. Haiti. Riku, welcome from beautiful Finland. Nice to have you here. I love getting a nice spa, a nice sauna, a Finnish sauna. My mom and dad, my dad had a Finnish sauna installed in his house back in the early 70s when I was a kid. And every Wednesday night and every Sunday night was sauna night. And those were great. Noah, hey, I'm watching from Pittsburgh. Sad about last night. Noah, I hear you there. It's been terrible. KK and the Steelers in Congress. Ha ha. Oh, it's been crazy. Bo, we hear her, says Bo. We hear her. I heard you were hearing her earlier. Everyone losing their minds. Laugh out loud, says Sylvia Howard. Hi, Bruce. I'm sorry I missed the sponsor member show. Always a lot of fun. Well, I'm looking forward to the Friday sponsor member show. 3 o'clock Eastern time. We'll see you for trivia too, Howard. You betcha. Sylvia, ouch, laughing out loud at Jen. Rochelle, hello, Bruce. Just joining you from Buffalo, New York. Go Bills. You're right on. Way to go, Bills. First time in a long time for the Bills. That car guy, how's your monetization situation going? The monetization situation is a lot better in that I did get paid for the November advertising. I got paid for November. That came through 21st of December. Now, December, nothing's been taken away. So December looks like it's intact. It's down from last year, December, by about 40%. But I will be paid for December on the 21st of this month. So that's 10 more days. So I got to wait 10 more days for the December funds to be delivered to my account. So that's where we're at. For January, the advertising is going through, but my views have been way down. They've been much better the last week or so. In the last 2 days, I have broken 10,000 views on this channel for 2 consecutive days for the first time in 3 months. It's been a long drought of activity for TWB. I'm happy to say it's better. Will it last? I hope so, but we'll see. But the advertising is okay, but we are still building our views back to where we used to be before the incident that we suffered in September and October when YouTube just arbitrarily eliminated 6 weeks of revenue from this YouTuber's account. It just disappeared. No explanation. It just disappeared. Paper City Gamer Jeff, happy Monday. Thank you, buddy, and thank you for the contribution on PayPal tonight. I do appreciate it. David, blame Trump for the weather, laughing out loud. Sylvia, we got snow in Greensboro Friday, but Saturday morning, snow was gone. High was 45. Jason, 39 in Kelowna. Great weather for January. Jack, why snow here due to the Canadian front, he said. Jerry, how's the missus handling what happened to the Steelers? It's not good. It's been pretty sad. KK crashed out of Carnival and bought energy stocks. Way to go. Wes, hello, TWB family. It's currently 43 degrees in New Braunfels, Texas. Gas, $1.85, which has been the highest price in the last month. I don't know why oil is $51-52 a barrel. It has no reason to be there. The only reason I can explain is the US dollar has been losing value against a basket of currencies because the American government is printing money like crazy. And that could be causing the price of oil to go up only because of the weakness of the US dollar. Otherwise, oil should be $30 a barrel. It's overpriced anyway. It's at least $15 overpriced, but I think $5 of the $20 that it's overpriced is the weakness of the US dollar. That's just my guess. Darlene Mayer, hi Bruce and TW family from Turlock, California. 57 degree high, 37 low today, $2.85 a gallon for gas. Tule fog has been horrible here going 9 p.m. to noon the next day. That fog just hangs around. Ron Clark, the ports in Cuba are too small now for the ships that are left. Interesting. Larry Wickstrom, don't bash Trump on Cuba because he's great. Bo, I loved Cuba. Riku, I think that the first issue of business is a complete lockdown of the United States. With the current data available, I don't see any other choice. Well, that's been the first order of business since last March, but it isn't being done, and it is out of control. It is so unnecessary, with hundreds of thousands of fatalities and many more to come. I'm sorry to say. That car guy, I have a feeling Carnival is going to offload the rest of the fantasy class. It could well be. Ron, no such thing as a complete lockdown. There you have it. So sad for all the scrapped cruise ships. Lots of great memories were had on those ships. Nikki, good evening. All greetings from Jacksonville, Florida. 61 degrees right now. Michael, good evening. Bruce from Phoenix at 64 temperature. Did I miss something? Darlene is saying, have they announced no sailing to September now? I'm telling you, it won't be until September. Wait it out. We have to wait until the third week of March this month. We have to wait till the new administration takes over, and then we will find out what the CDC will announce once the new folks take over. That's what we're waiting for. That's what I'm waiting for. I've made my prediction. We'll see what they have to say when they take over. Michael, Bruce, Carnival Freedom, are they getting rid of that ship? I don't know. I do not know yet. Nikki, I'm so bummed about Discovery Princess. I almost forgot to click on the thumbs up. Thank you. Jack, only 25% of viewers have liked the program. Why is that? I don't know. I get 125 folks are here right now. I don't know how many thumbs ups we have right now. Somebody want to tell me how many? The last update I see is 57 thumbs up. There could be 50 or 60 more thumbs ups coming into the thumb up section of this channel in 30 seconds. If those of you out there who haven't given a thumbs up, give one right now. You could create a stir at the YouTube computers. I would very much appreciate it if you could do it. They're free to give away. They don't cost you a dime. Raymond, AS, I don't know what that means. Alaska is canceled until the end of July 2021. Depending on the cruise line, some cancellations have been made and more are coming, my personal opinion. KK, I reckon put your money in something that's going up right now in 2.5 years. Put something that's going up now, not in the 2.5 years. I agree with that. You're just parking your money for no need. Steamer, I wonder if cruising will become more costly or will there be great deals in the next couple of years? Cruising has gone up, and I think cruising prices will continue to go up. And I think the thing that we've noticed lately, I've noticed it, I've mentioned it, there's a new feature. If you want to book online with the cruise line, they ask you if you would like to buy cruise protection insurance, or they have a name for it. Each line has their own version of this. What they're doing is they're asking you to cough up between 10 and 20% of your fare as an additional payment to guarantee your cruise for refund or future cruise credit, and with some medical insurance thrown in. You can get a better deal on your own. You can go through a travel agent, certainly, or you could go through an insurance broker and get a far better deal to protect your investment in your vacation for any reason of cancellation or whether you cancel. You just have to price it out. But the cruise lines are trying to offer this deal as a side deal, and all they're offering you is give us 20% more money now, and we'll guarantee you 80% of your money when you cancel. What kind of a deal is that? That's a loser deal right off the get-go. I wouldn't take that deal at all. Facebook user, Carnival finally canceled our cruise for March 2021, and I took the money back instead of an onboard credit. Just FYI, tried calling your suggested travel agent, but they couldn't help me since they didn't book it for me. Thank you for mentioning this. I want to clarify something right now. I got a phone call on Tuesday last week, the day after this show last week. And Caitlin called me from Ambrin Travel, and she helped me out by saying, look, we can help people. It's true. If you have a cruise credit with a cruise line and you want to book a cruise going forward with that cruise line, but you don't want to deal with the cruise line directly, you can call Ambren Travel. They will help you. But if you had a cruise booked with a cruise line, they canceled the cruise on you, and you accepted a future cruise credit, and today you want to get your money back, you cannot use Ambren Travel to help you get your money back. They didn't book your cruise. They're not your travel agency of record. The travel agency of record is the cruise line itself. So you're going to have to call them yourself and deal with them yourself, unfortunately. Ambren can help you with a new vacation. They can help you with a vacation to Disneyland, Universal, or Disney World, I suppose, Universal. They can help you with an all-inclusive holiday. If you want to book one, you can call them, talk to them personally. They will personally take care of you. But they cannot help you if you have a credit with a cruise line now and you want your money back. You got to talk to the cruise line on your own. If you have a credit, they can book you a cruise through that cruise line with the credit. They can help you with that. They'll help you determine what your benefits are, what perks you are able to get. They can help you shop for offshore excursions, like short excursions. They can help you with all kinds of stuff. Your cabin reservation. If you have a credit now, call them up. Yeah, they'll help you. So just so you know, that one area, they can help you. This comment, thank you, whoever made that comment, letting me in on that, as that reminding me I needed to talk about that. I currently own 1,300 Finnair shares. What do you think I should do with them? Sell them or keep them? I think the shares are done for. I don't think they have any hope of recovery of any significance. I don't know if the company will be saved by the government of Finland or not. If the company is saved by the Finnish government through loan guarantees or whatever, I don't think the shareholders will benefit very much. But that's just me personally. I can't guarantee this. That's all I can say. There are airlines out there trading at prices that are far too high, because I think that this pandemic and this air interruption thing is going to last a while yet. But the stock market is defying the laws of common sense and gravity. So what can I say? I can only say beware. Thumbs up for Brucey Goosey. Thanks, Steamer. The River Pirate, the Escape didn't escape damage. Ahoy there. Steamer, I cruised on the Escape once. Alan, my 6-week-old son and I, saying hello to everyone from San Francisco. Alan, you and your 6-year-old son, happy days.
Weeks.
What's that?
6 weeks or 6 years?
6 years. 6 years, not 6 weeks. No, 6 weeks. 6 weeks. He's 6 weeks. The 6-week-old son, welcome to both of you. All our blessings, best wishes, and a happy, productive life. Way to go, you guys. Thanks for joining me. Steamer, what's your son's name? Steamer wants to know. Debbie, hi, everybody. Happy Monday. Thank you, Debbie, for being here from Chico. Sandy Robinson, greetings, Bruce and TWB family from a Sunday, sunny and very windy Malibu. Wanda, hi, Bruce from California. How you doing? Welcome to the show, Wanda. Michael, Bruce, 2 days ago, I got an email from Carnival. How about the data breach? All about the data breach. They got the information about the casino offers. I guess that department got hacked real good. Yeah, this is new news to me. But isn't that interesting? They're going after the whales. They're going after the casino guests. Not good. Steamer, hi there, Debbie. Facebook user saying hello. Rocky, I just read the Carnival data breach was last August. The 3 cruise lines affected are Seabourn, Holland America, and Carnival. And there have been hacks for Norwegian as well, I'm told, in the last few months. Debbie, hi there, Steamer. Hope you are doing well. These are the hacks we know about. There could be many more. They're not talking. Alan, my baby boy, Logan, would like to know if his cruise fares are treated as a regular fare for a third, fourth passenger on most cruise lines. From what I am to understand, it was quite common for any child under 2 or 3 to be free with a mom and dad. But things have changed. And going forward, this might be completely, not free anymore. I don't know. There used to be kids' fares. There used to be sort of the free. Then there were children fares that might have been half. Then after age 8 or 10, it would be more. I don't know going forward with this new world in which we live. The cruise lines are so desperate, it could be adult fare for everybody. I don't know. Steamer, cool name, Logan. Steamer throwing up some emojis. Coleman, cheers from Central Florida. Welcome. Sandy Robinson, I couldn't find the usual place to give you a thumbs up, laughing out loud. Coleman, 63 here in Lakeland, Florida. Ark, hey, Bruce, from a very cold St. Louis, we're wanting our Caribbean beaches in the worst way. I hear you there. I won't blame you one bit for wanting that. Steamer, Canadians may not drive to the U.S., but they can fly. Go figure. It's true. We can fly to the States, and we can fly home. We have to return now with a negative COVID test, and then we still have to go into quarantine for 2 weeks. They don't really want us doing that. Michael X, Rocky. Yes, that's true. What was the first email? That was the first email I got was in August about Carnival and the First Email Corporation data breach. Keith Chapman, who are you rooting for in the big college game tonight? I have no idea who's playing. I don't know.
Oh, is Alabama playing tonight?
Jennifer says, she's saying, is Alabama playing tonight? I have no idea. We don't follow it. I personally really don't follow it. Jay Bovida, excuse me, sir. I don't believe you need to educate yourself a little better. I think you need to educate yourself a bit better on the Cuba issue. The problem with Cuba is not the people of Cuba. The issue there is the totalitarian communist regime. Well, you see, that's the problem with all communist regimes, is that they are totalitarianly like. So the same problem with China, North Korea, all other communist countries. That's the problem. Yeah, I agree. There's no problem with the people. The problem is that when the U.S. government has no problem with allowing Americans to go to China and no problem for Chinese to come to the U.S., but they have a problem with Cubans, I think that's an America problem. I think America has a problem, but I know what the problem is. The problem is simple. There are politicians in the United States that are able to get quick, easy votes during elections from people who are upset with Cuba. So why not stir the pot? Why would you not stir the pot if you can get reelected and reelected and reelected, and then your kid takes your seats over and your children benefit from all those benefits? Politicians get paid rather well depending on where they work and how they work it. And the game continues. Where the public, they don't care. Most Americans, they don't mind if you can travel to Cuba. Cubans, do they hate America? No, but they're being hurt by it. What can I say? It's the politicians that's the problem. It's not the people. Mihai, hi from Romania. Welcome. I'm Romania. Welcome from Romania. Jeff, where are all the thumbs ups? Hi there from northern New Jersey. Sharon,
she knows Gia.
Sharon is saying there's 57 thumbs up so far. Not doing it. Miss Misla Atkins here from Garland, Texas. Welcome from Garland, Texas. Mukesh Verma, hi from India. Mukesh, welcome Mukesh from India. Nice to have you here tonight. Jerry, is there any money you receive from YouTube in taxable? Thinking of starting my own channel. If you can make enough, you can pay taxes. Just make enough. If you don't make enough, it doesn't matter. Andrew, you have 67 now. 67 thumbs up. Sharon is saying 82. Brittany, 83 thumbs up. You guys are coming through for me. Thank you so much. I see only 60. This is a while ago. Tim Bowman, a little while ago, 76. Ellen and Tim, 71, 76. They're now 80-something. Raymond, Alaska is canceled until the end of July by Arnold from Canada. Forgot his last name. Raymond, your buddy Don just put on a video too. I think Don is talking about canceling his group cruise for this year, 2021, and making it next year for 2022. I think that's what he's doing. CVCSC14. I just personally canceled 4 cruises for this coming summer. Got my deposits back in 5 days. I have to laugh at people who get canceled and rebook a month later. No cruises until 2022. There you go, Sharon. 82 thumbs ups. Brittany, hello, surprise. I'm stopping in for a freezing cold. in a freezing cold Hammond, Louisiana. It's in the 30s, and the high today was in the 40s. Unbelievable. That's colder than here. Amira Jordan. Hi, Bruce. I appreciate your honest, unbiased opinion. Rescheduled our May 21 to October 21. Based on your predictions, back in November. Noticed Royal Caribbean stopped KSF weeks ago. I think it's gone for good. That's interesting. Jerry, Crimson Tide, he said. Brittany, 83 thumbs up. Riku, I love that movie, Crimson Tide. It's one of our best movies ever mailed. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Tim Bowman, I tell Jennifer the game is on ESPN. Rebecca, Ohio 7, Alabama 14. So it's Ohio and Alabama. Ernie, I agree, Bruce. Why not give Cuban people a chance? I haven't got a problem with the Cuban people at all. Oh crap! Ohio is losing, says that car guy. Nazreem, how's it going? How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Millie, praise the Lord from New York City. Hello. Welcome from the Big Apple. KSF is kids sale free. They canceled that. Interesting. Brian Han, I just called Royal Caribbean to switch our cruise to 2022. They said it could take up to 45 days to get our money back. Hello, all from Windsor, Ontario. Welcome, Brian Han from Windsor, Ontario. Used to live in Kitchener-Waterloo, so I know the area down there. Nice to have you back. Are the Spitfires playing this year? Do they still exist, the Spitfires? Let me know. Love to hear from you. Thanks for being here tonight. Guys, I've caught up with all your messages. It's incredible. It only took me, 9:06 Eastern, hour and 6 minutes. I caught up with all the messages that came in tonight. So nice to have you here. Thank you for these 80-something thumbs ups. If any of you can throw me some more that are watching, that would be terrific. Love to get those thumbs ups over 100 today. I know that a bunch of you watch me on the reruns and you give me thumbs ups because a week later, these shows are, over 200 thumbs ups. I love that. Absolutely wonderful. Brittany, my husband and I are planning a major move this year to a 20-minute ride from certain theme parks. I have a feeling I know what you're talking about there. Yeah, that's a hint. I think I can get figured out. Jack Wise, Brian, why not use Royal Caribbean lift and shift program instead of canceling out? Tim Bowman, Bruce, 95 thumbs ups, only 5 away from 100 thumbs ups. You guys are awesome. Keep them coming in there. Throw a thumbs up onto that channel. Let's break the century mark. Thank you, everybody, for that. I really do appreciate it. I want to take a quick look just at my email while I'm here for a moment. Just double checking here, and I want to make sure I send out kudos again. Thank you, Jeff, for your donation on PayPal. It came through on an email. I got it right here. Very much appreciate that, sir. Thank you again. All of you out there who are supporting this channel, picking up TWB merchandise right now. Thank you, Brittany. We got now 97. Jack, 100 thumbs up. This is awesome. Thank you guys for picking up merchandise on my RedBubble store. I appreciate that. You can get T-shirts, coffee mugs, cell phone covers. You can get all kinds of stuff from the RedBubble store. A royalty comes to me for everything you pick up there. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. We now have 61,103 subscribers. Thank you, those of you who have been subscribing to my channel. Those of you hitting the bell notification icon, make sure you hit that. You get an alert every time I do an upload. I appreciate it. Jack, thank you very much for that. And we're looking for that. Jack Wise, we are most likely going to do that. Lift and shift, right on, Brian. Well done. Again, thank you for all of your support of TWB in whatever way you help me. I love it, from watching my videos to sending me comments, thumbs ups, donations, and everything else. You guys are great. I'm on the air again live this Friday. I will likely be live, if I remember. I will be live at 2 p.m. this Friday for the big channel, this channel. You're all welcome to join me. 3 o'clock Eastern for the sponsor members. So I'll be on the air for an hour before I hang out with the sponsor members to play trivia. You want to join me for my trivia show and sponsor member show, just hit the join button and become a sponsor member of TWB. It'll run you 33 cents a day to do so, but I do appreciate those 33 cents a day from all of you who are chipping in. It helps pay the bills for this full-time YouTuber. Thank you guys. You're all terrific. Jack, Brian, I did a move in January 21 to February 22 out of Galveston. Brittany, I may have something up my sleeves for later this week. I'm just waiting on something to come in the mail. Right on, Brittany. Way to go. Sharon, 108 thumbs ups right now for TWB on this live show. You guys are awesome. This is fantastic to get in 108 thumbs ups. Appreciate it very much. It helps with the analytics of the show without question. I do appreciate it. We've already had 603 views of this show in total. 603 people have come and gone on this show. And so 108 thumbs ups is just a fraction of all the folks who've actually been here. But I do appreciate those of you who have been kind enough to throw a thumbs up our way. It helps us with the analytics. The channel gets recommended more often by YouTube when we get thumbs ups, either this show or any video I've ever made. Debbie, have a great week. Bruce, see you for a member show on Friday. Bye, Jen. Thank you, Debbie. We'll see you. Toodles to you, dear. The tie game is 14-14 between the two teams. So I better get off the air and let you guys enjoy the national championship tonight. Thank you for joining me tonight from Creston, British Columbia in Canada. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for all of your comments. Those of you who've been sending me items in the mail, I appreciate it here. If you want to send me a greeting card or a postcard, send a card here to me, Bruce Frommert, at P.O. Box 941 Creston in British Columbia, Canada, VOB1GO or V0B1G0. Thank you all for those. I'm keeping my eye on the mailbox. I'll be in the mailbox again tomorrow to see if any more cards and letters come in. We do appreciate getting them from all of you out there. Thank you again, everybody, for your support of this channel. I appreciate it. The OHL is not playing, says Ken. I think it's doubtful they will play this season. Rebecca, welcome to the world. Baby Jordan from my original home on the West Coast. And Sharon, see you on Friday. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'm out of here. Rebecca throwing all kinds of beautiful emojis because she's a sponsor member. Jeff, anything in the works for another joint session with Emma? Talking to Emma all the time. We'll see if we can cook something up. As soon as I have something, you will know. I will alert all of you, and we'll see if we can cook up something with Emma again. I enjoy her company very much and look forward to going live with her anytime. Take care, guys. Have a great week. And we'll talk to you later from TWB. Stay warm, stay safe, stay healthy. Remember to wear your mask and do what the doctor tells you. We'll see you later, everybody. Bye for now.